What if I told you that the smallest promise you make at 7 years old could shape the rest of your life? Stay with me, because this isn't just a story about a boy and a jar of coins. It's about love, regret, second chances, and a lesson most of us learn too late. When Aarav was 7, he believed his father could fix anything. Broken toys? Fixed. Leaky tap? Fixed. Bad dreams at 2 a.m.? Fixed with a glass of water and a hand on his head. But there was one thing his father couldn't fix. Time. Aarav didn't know that yet. All he knew was that every evening at exactly 7:15, his father would walk through the door, loosen his tie, and collapse onto the old brown sofa like a soldier returning from battle. One evening, Aarav did something unusual. He asked a question. "Papa, how much do you earn in 1 hour?" His father paused. Adults don't like that question. It makes them uncomfortable. It feels transactional, cold. "Why do you want to know?" his father asked. "Just tell me." "About $20 an hour." Aarav nodded. Then he asked something even stranger. "Can I borrow $10? His father's face hardened. After a long day of work, bills, traffic, and pressure, this felt like another demand. Is this for some useless toy? You need to understand money doesn't grow on trees. And he walked away. Aarav went to bed quietly. But here's the thing about silence. It echoes. Later that night, guilt crept into his father's chest. He replayed the conversation. Maybe he was too harsh. Maybe the boy really needed something. He walked into Aarav's room. His son was awake, eyes open, staring at the ceiling. "I'm sorry," his father said softly. "Here's the $10. Aarav sat up instantly, reached under his pillow, pulled out a small jar. Coins spilled onto the bed. His father frowned. "You already have money." Aarav counted carefully. 10, 15, 18, 19, 20. Then he looked up. "Papa, now I have $20. Can I buy 1 hour of your time tomorrow?" Let that sink in. The man who could fix anything couldn't fix that moment fast enough. That was the first time his father understood something that most of us only understand when it's too late. We spend our lives earning a living and forget to live with the people we're earning it for. Now pause. Because this isn't just about fathers and sons. This is about you. How many times have you said, "I'm busy"? How many dinners have you rushed through? How many calls from your parents have you declined because you'd call later? How many sunsets have you missed because you were staring at a screen? We think we have time. We assume there will be another weekend, another holiday, another year. But life doesn't send calendar invites before it changes everything. Aarav's father made a decision the next day. He left work early, for the first time in years. He walked through the door at 5:30 instead of 7:15. Aarav was shocked. "Papa, are you sick?" His father laughed. "No, I just bought back my hour." They didn't do anything extraordinary. They didn't go to Disneyland. They didn't throw a big party. They didn't post pictures online. They built a pillow fort. They ate biscuits inside it. They talked about dinosaurs, about school, about fears. And when Aarav fell asleep on his shoulder, his father realized something terrifying and beautiful at the same time. This ordinary moment was the real luxury. Not the promotion, not the bigger car, not the applause. Time, undivided, unrushed, unrepeatable. Years passed. Aarav grew up, as children do. And something strange happens when children grow up. The roles begin to reverse. The father who once carried the son now walked a little slower. The strong hands that fixed everything trembled slightly while holding a cup of tea. One evening, many years later, Aarav walked into his childhood home at 5:30 p.m. Exactly 5:30. His father sat on that same old brown sofa, hair thinner, eyes softer, time visible. "Papa," Aarav said, sitting beside him. His father smiled. "You're early. Don't you have work?" Aarav reached into his pocket, pulled out a folded bill, placed it gently in his father's hand. "I thought I'd buy your hour." Silence filled the room, but this time it didn't echo, it healed. Listen carefully, because here is the truth nobody tells you when you were young and ambitious. Success without presence is expensive. Money can buy comfort, it can buy security, it can even buy admiration, but it cannot buy back missed birthdays. It cannot rewind last conversations. It cannot replay the last laugh of someone you love. Time is the only currency you spend without knowing your balance. And the cruel part? You never know when your account runs out. We chase someday. Someday I'll rest. Someday I'll visit. Someday I'll call. Someday I'll say I'm proud of you. Someday I'll say I'm sorry. Someday I'll spend more time. But someday is the most dangerous word in the English language, because someday quietly turns into never. The world will always demand more from you. More work, more productivity, more achievement, more speed. But the people who love you, they're not asking for more. They're asking for you. Your attention, your presence, your hour. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If someone you love had to buy 1 hour of your time, could they afford it? Or have you priced yourself too high? We guard our calendars like treasure. But what is a calendar full of meetings worth if your relationships are empty? Years from now, nobody will remember the extra email you sent at 11:48 p.m. But someone will remember that you showed up, or that you didn't. Here is the worldly wisdom hidden inside this simple story. 1. The people you love don't need your leftovers. They need your priority. 2. The smallest consistent moments matter more than grand rare gestures. 3. Being present is a skill, and like any skill, it must be practiced. 4. Time is not found, it is made. 5. And the greatest investment you will ever make doesn't show up in your bank account. It shows up in someone's memories. One day the roles will reverse. One day the house will be quieter. The phone will ring less. The sofa will be empty. And on that day, you won't wish you had worked more. You'll wish you had sat longer, listened deeper, hugged tighter, left earlier. So here's your challenge. Tonight, buy an hour. Turn off your phone. Close the laptop. Sit with someone you love. Ask them about their day. Really listen. Build a pillow fort if you have to. Because life is not measured in promotions. It's measured in moments. And the beautiful thing? You don't need $20 to buy one. You just need intention. If this story touched something in you, don't ignore that feeling. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more stories that remind you what truly matters, stories about life, growth, love, and the quiet lessons we often overlook, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Because sometimes all it takes is one story to buy back an hour and maybe and just maybe to change a life.